Hey guys, this is Jason Morris, Real Estate Agents That Really Work. And one of the things that um, I keep telling, one of the reasons I started my group was because of what I felt like was fake training, and I feel like it's almost an epidemic in the real estate industry. People selling courses, are people selling training for the sake of selling training. It's all geared around buzzwords. It's all geared around things that aren't really going to make you any money whatsoever. And we keep hearing about fake news, fake news. The media. What we need to be worried about in our industry isn't the fake news and what's happening in the world, especially with new agents. We need to be worried about the fake training that's coming in our industry, because as the market increases, and it will, there's going to be a lot of agents with a lot of extra money, and they're going to be spending money on fake training, like it's, like it's crazy, like it's the magic bullet or magic pill or whatever you want to call it. And the thing is, if if you are if it immediately starts talking about, if you're looking at buying a training program or buying some sort of coaching program or whatever, and it immediately starts talking about, oh, there's an easy way, no cold calling, okay, then you need to immediately put your credit card back in your wallet and ask for references, ask for people that's in the program, look the people up online and stuff, because it's probably not real. If there's a way, if there's was a training and their training is telling you you don't have to go out and work hard, then I can tell you, after being in the real estate business 12, 13 years, if they're telling you don't have to work hard, then apparently they're not in the same business that I'm in. Because here's the thing, if you think that you're going to go out and start you an Instagram account and take a couple of pictures of houses and you're going to have business pouring in, then you're wrong and you're listening to the wrong people. Here are things that you need to be careful about in today's market when you're listening to these people that are trying to sell you training or trying to train you on how to do something. Number one, look at what they're offering you, and does it provide you business today? And when I say fake training, I mean everything. I mean even the training your office is offering you, because some offices aren't really training their agents to be salesmen and aren't training their agents to sell real estate. I don't know what they're training their agents to do. But number one, does the program, is it going to provide you today business? Is it going to be something that you need to do for 6 months before you get your first lead off of it? Or is it going to be something you can do today? Okay, like picking up the phone, calling expires, calling for sale by owners. You're going to be talking to clients today that want to sell today, not 6 months, not 10 months from now, not a year from now. You're talking to clients who want to sell today. You know. Number two, can they actually, the person that's training you, the person telling you about, can they actually show you measurable results that you can look at on what they're training about? Like for example, I hear it all the time. Agents go, oh well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I'm selling all this real estate, and you go, oh, what really? Well, where's your business really coming from? And they don't really know. Is what they're training you, is it a proven system that you can get measurable results from today? Because I'm speaking to a lot of new agents, and a lot of new agents, man, they don't have a ton of money. I mean, they don't have the money to go out and burn through cash for 6 months before they get their first deal. And even their first deal is, there's a good chance it's going to be a small one. So when they get their first deal, are they going to have to burn through cash another 3 or 4 or 5 months to get their second deal? You need to work on things that are going to bring you business today. The business isn't hard. If you work more buyers, you need to figure out how to get more buyers. You want to work more sellers, you need to go out and talk to more sellers. But does the training program, can they show you measurable results today where somebody's doing it and they're successful? And they can actually show that those transactions are actually coming from whatever it is. Number three, um, is it going to be time consuming to the point that you cannot go out and do profitable activities to bring you business today. Like and I'm sure it's still going on. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to some of the some trainers out there just because I don't. I kind of I'm almost in a bubble. I don't want to. I don't want anything to interfere what I'm doing. I have my plan. My plan's working. My business is growing at the rate I want it to grow. I know how to take my business up and do more business. I know how to do less business. To be honest with you, but is the training offering and the training being taught, is it time consuming to the point that you can't do your profitable activities? Meaning, like a few years ago, there was a big thing that agents were like, oh, you got to build blogs and you got to build websites. Well, it's so time consuming to build blogs, then do SEO, then do all this other stuff that comes along with it. That man, you can't go out there and make calls. You can't go out there and do appointments and all this other stuff, because you're going to be too busy, writing, homes, homes for sale in Avalon, homes for sale in, whatever community, you know. Number 4, does the training program tell you no cold calling? Because here's the thing, there's a lot of agents out there that say, oh, I only deal with incoming business. Well, yeah, you can have a website out there and you can get 50 leads a day. But I guarantee you, if you aren't calling those leads, you're not contacting those leads, they're going to have another agent that will. I mean, the agents that tell you, oh, I don't call, I don't make calls. Look at how much business they're really doing. The programs that are telling you, oh, no cold calling. Because I think a lot of us, well, for most of us, we're not truly doing cold calling. If you're calling expireds and for sale owners, I don't think that's really cold calling. If you're calling a lead that you think for some reason, whatever that reason may be, that they want to sell their house, I don't feel like that's a cold call. A cold call is when you're literally opening up the phone book and just dialing down the numbers. Okay, the number 5 thing you need to look at, stay away from as far as training, especially as a new agent, is branding. This is the biggest, I think this is one of the biggest myths in our industry, is that you can go out there and you can brand yourself to the extent that your brand is going to attract business. Now, here's the thing. If I all of a sudden went to, let's say, Los Angeles, and I started the Jason Morris Group in Los Angeles, got my own fancy logo, got all, my own signs and all this stuff. Okay. The idea that I'm going to be able to go out there or go to a market and create a brand that's so strong that people are just going to come to me and just go, oh, yeah, they're with the Jason Morris Group. You need to go with them. For most agents, that is never going to be obtainable because we don't have the money to create branding. Branding is not the same as advertising, marketing, prospecting. It's not really the same as sales. Typically, you're branding to get your name out there. And the people that are going to refer you business are going to refer you business whether I'm Jason Morris or I'm the new super team real estate group or whatever you want to call it. Branding, for you to go out there and brand your team, that's just going to be, to focus on that in your career, focus on your career really early, the whole idea of branding. I'm not telling you shouldn't have your logo or you shouldn't have, work for a company that encourages you to brand. I'm just telling you that it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of money to brand your business. In the meantime, if you're just focused 100% on branding, you're not going to make much money. You need to focus on prospecting and sales, and then branding will come later after you've done 100 transactions, 200 transactions, 500 transactions. People get used to seeing your signs, then, but it's the same with your name, whether your name is on, it doesn't matter really what real estate company you go with, I don't believe. But they're going to get used to seeing, your name in the community. If you've got a community, like I have one community that people refer me business all the time in there. And it's not because of the company I work for. It's not because of my fancy logo. It's not because of my signs, because the community doesn't allow signs. What it is I've gave great service to people, in the community, and they feel like, hey, I can refer people to Jason, or I've got Jason's card, and Jason can help them out and stuff like that. But branding, starting right out the gate, worrying about that, brand that your logo looks great, worrying about all this stuff, it's going to be busy work for you. If you're brand new, or if you're just getting started in the business, or you're just changing your business strategy a little bit, and you need to make money, or you're going from part time to full time, what you need to worry about is not branding, is going out there and actually doing business. And that's the problem that I think that's the biggest problem I feel like there is in the industry, is there are agents that would be great agents. They're just not properly trained, and they're not told the things they really need to be doing. They're in an environment where people are telling them, hey, um, there's an easy way, or there's a magic bullet, or there's a magic process that you can go through. And there's not. The magic is when you've been working, you've been using the same scripts and dialogues, you've talked to hundreds or thousands of sellers, and then next thing you know, you got people calling you back going, hey, Jason, we talked 2 weeks ago. We talked 3 weeks ago. You've been calling my house. I want you to come list my house. That's where the magic is. The magic isn't in a secret Facebook ad or a secret, question or anything like that. So, guys, if I can help you, just hit me up on Facebook. And hey, I uploaded all my follow up scripts for you. Just go to freefollowupscripts.com. You can download them, and you get my top 10 follow up scripts, and it'll help you with your business, help you get ideas on following up with people and following up with sellers. And anyway, I will talk to you soon.